Welcome to Cambodian School. Today we're learning lesson 66 from Superior An textbook by Pan Sitaran. Lesson 66 in Khmer we say Meirin Ti Hok Sapramoy. It's on page 70. In this lesson we are learning the final set of consonant clusters which in Khmer we say Pshunchinip Sam. These are the consonant clusters with the initial consonant or the second series consonant law and the first series consonant ha. Okay, so consonant law clusters with both the first and the second series subconsonant, and consonant ha clusters with the second series subconsonant law and vo. Okay, so these consonant clusters follow the second series consonants, with the exception of the consonant clusters with subconsonant ka, subconsonant ba, subconsonant ha, and subconsonant R that follow the first series consonants. Okay, so now let's read the consonant clusters. Lojing ka, la ka, lojing ngo, la ngo, lojing po, la po, lojing mo, la mo, lojing ba, la ba, lojing ha, la ha, lojing a, la a, lojing vo, la vo. Ha chung lo here. Ha is silent, so ha chung lo, we pronounce it just the subconsonant law. Okay, ha chung vo here has two sounds, the F sound, also the vo sound. Okay, so it depends on the word. Okay, so now let's read the rest of the page. Lo chung ka, la ka, la ka ao, la cow, la cow, no la cow. Lo chung ngo, la ngo, lo chung ngo, la ngo, la ngo ear, la ngia, la ngia cha, la ngia. Lo chung po, la po, la po ơ, la po. Lo chung mo, la mo, la mo, mo la mom. Lo chung mo, la mo, la mo út, la mu to, la mut. Lo chung bo, la bo á, la ba. Lo chung bo, la bo ấy, la bầy. Lo chung bo, la bo á, la ba nhá, la bài. La bấy, la bài. Lo chung ho, la ho ớt, la ho ngó, la hồng. Lo chung ho, la ho ear, la here, có, la here. Okay, this symbol here is called late do, okay, which mark the first of phrase before it that needs to be repeated. Okay, so in this case we need to pronounce this word twice. So la here. Okay, lo chung ho, la á, la ha, yớ, la hai. Lo chung ó, la ó. Lo chung ó, la ó, á, la à. Lo chung ó, la ó, có, la ó, bằng tọc mối, la ó. Có. This row here is silent. Let's read the entire phrase. La a ka. Lo chung vo, la vo, to la von. Lo chung vo, la vo, no la von, but top moi la von. La vot la von. Ha chung lo here. So we just use the law. Okay. So lo u lua, ngo luong. Ko a ka. Ha chung vo here gives the F sound in this case. So F with the A, okay, fe. Okay, so cafe. Bộ ế pê lo pê. Lo chung ngó, la ngó ear, la ngia cha, la ngia. Mổ mua, mùi, yó mùi. Nô ế nia, rô y ri, tổ ớ tớ. Mổ ớ mơ, lo mơ. Lo chung khó, la khảo, la khảo, no la khảo. Ho chung lo here, we just pronounce the law. Lo u lua, ngó luong. Chú ý chia, mổ mua, mùi, yó mùi. Ko chung ro kro, krua, so a sa, this row here is silent. No ý nia, ngó niệm. Let's read the sentence. Pê là nghiệt mùi, nia ri từ mơ là khảo luông, chia mùi krua sa niệm. No ý nia, ro ý ri, khổ ơ khờ, nhớ khờ. Tỏ ua tùa, ro, bỏ ấm bấm, tỏ ái tài, ngó tài. Kho chung lo, khlo ua, khlua, nó khuôn. Lo chung ó, la ó. Lo chung ó, la ó, á, la à. Rô ấm rõm, lo ớ lơ, cho á chà, có chà. Dù mình tọa bí gió á ya, ngó dạng. Lo chung vô, la vô, to la vốn. Lo chung vô, la vô, nó la vốn, mình tọa mới la vốn. Let's read the sentence. Nia rí khơi túa rộ bấm, tài khuôn lọ la á, rõm lơ chá, giang la vốn. Nô ý nia, rộ. Nia ngó niệm. Trò ngó tròn mà tọ ngó tròn. Trò ế chế. Rọ ấm rắm. Đỏ ô đô đồ chớ đồ. Của ế kế. Đỏ ái đài. This row here is also silent. Let's read the sentence. Niếng trăng trẻ rắm đôi kế đài. Nô ế nia rô ý rí. Của ý kỵ tớ kịch. Thọ á thá. Nô ước nữ ngót nâng. Sợ ống sống. Một chừng đó mà đỏ á mà đá mà đài nhớ mà đài. Rồi ý ría riêng nó riêng. Áo áo nhớ áo. Cho ế chế. Rồi ấm rắm. Rồi bỏ ấm bấm. Khỏi cho mua khmó ái khmái. This row here is also silent. Bỏ ố bộ. Rồi á ra nó ràn. Please note that this bộ ràn here is one word, with the first syllable being the first series consonant. So the second syllable here, rosra here, needs to follow the first syllable, which is the reason why rosra is pronounced ra as opposed to ria. Okay, so boran, da with this diacritic number 8 looking character here is called, this diacritic symbol is called late asda. Okay, what it does is that it marks the single consonant as a word. Okay, so in this case we pronounce it da. Okay, lôi chừng bó là bó ấy là bầy, lôi chừng bó là bó á là bà nhớ là bài, là bấy là bánh, lô ớ lớ bố ý bí pô pop lô ố lô có lô nó ít nè. Now let's read the sentence. Neri kết thá nâng sâm mặt đái riêng áo chế rõm rọ bám khmái bồ rán đó là bầy là bánh lỡ bị pop lộn nè. This first picture here is red là count ramal. Okay, please note that this ramal here is one word with the first syllable being the first series consonant. So the second syllable mo here needs to follow the first syllable, which is the reason why here mo sra'ao is mao as opposed to mole. Okay, so sra mao, la count sra mao. Okay, and the second picture is red ro bam kabach boran khmai. Okay, I think we sounded already, so we don't need to sound each word again. Okay, so now let's look at this lesson in more detail. Okay, let's look at clustering the second series consonant law with subconsonant ka. Subconsonant ka is a first series subconsonant, so its cluster also follow the first series consonant. Lojin ka, la ka. Okay, lojin ka, la ka, áo, la khao, no la khao. Okay. Clustering the second series consonant law with subconsonant ngor. Subconsonant ngor is a second series subconsonant, so its clusters also follow the second series consonant. Okay, lojingor, longor. Okay, so now let's read these words. Lojingor, longor, ngor, man tak mai longong. Lojingor, longor, ear, cho langier. Lôi chừng ngó ý là nghì. Lôi chừng ngó ớ là ngờ. Clustering the second series consonant law with subconsonant bo. Subconsonant bo is a second series subconsonant. Its cluster also follows the second series consonant. Okay, so lôi chừng bo là bo. Lôi chừng bo là bo ớ là bờ. Clustering the second series consonant law with subconsonant mo. Subconsonant mo is a second series subconsonant, so its cluster also follow the second series consonant. Okay, so lo chung mo le mo. Lo chung mo le mo le mom. Lo chung mo le mo ý le mi. Lo chung mo le mo u le mu ta le mut. Lo chung mo le mo ớ le mờ. Clustering the second series consonant law with subconsonant ba. Subconsonant ba is a first series subconsonant. Its clusters also follow the first series consonant. Okay, lôi chừng bó là bò, lôi chừng bó là bò ngó là bòn, lôi chừng bó là bò ấy là bầy, lôi chừng bó là bò á là bà nhớ là bà, lôi chừng bó là bò á là bà. Clustering the second series consonant law with subconsonant ha. Subconsonant ha is a first series subconsonant, so its cluster also follow the first series consonants. Okay, lôi chừng ha là ha, lôi chừng ha là ha có là ha bằng tọt mới là họ, lôi chừng ha là họ á là hà cho là hà, lôi chừng ha là họ là họ ngó là hồng, lôi chừng ha là họ á là hà nhớ là hời, lôi chừng ha là họ ý là hìa có là hìa, lôi chừng ha là họ ê là hề vô là hèo. Clustering the second series consonant law with subconsonant R. Subconsonant R is a first series subconsonant. Its cluster also follow the first series consonant. Okay, so lôi chừng R là R. Lôi chừng R là có là bằng tọ mới là R. Lôi chừng R là ngó là òn. Lôi chừng R là á là à ngó là àng. Lôi chừng R là ế to là ệt. Lôi chừng R là ấy là ấy. Lôi chừng R là ý ngó là yên. Lôi chừng R là á là à. Clustering the second series consonant law with subconsonant vowel. Subconsonant vowel is a second series subconsonant. Its cluster also follows the second series consonant. Lôi chừng vô là vô. Lôi chừng vô là vô có là vô bằng tọ mới là vô. Lôi chừng vô là vô to là vốn. Lôi chừng vô là vô nó là vốn bằng tọ mới là vốn. Lôi chừng vô là vô ý là vìa. Lôi chừng vô là vô ý là vì ngó là vìn. Lôi chừng vô là vô ư là vự ngó là vần. Lôi chừng vô là vô ớ là vờ nhớ là vời. Lôi chừng vô là vô é là về ngó là vàng. Clustering the first series consonant ha with subconsonant law. Okay, this is a unique situation where the initial consonant ha here, or the subconsonant ha here, not subconsonant but the initial consonant ha, is silent. Okay, so it's left to read as just the subconsonant law. Okay, so ha chung law, we just sound the law. Okay, so ha chung law here, law lúa ngó luồng. Clustering the first series consonant ha with subconsonant vowel. Okay, its cluster has two sounds: the F sound or the vowel sound, the fa or the vowel. Okay, and it depends on the word. Okay, so the first one here, because this is fe, this is F sound here, or for a fe. Okay, however, in this case, for this word here, has the vowel sound. Okay, vowel, ngó vong. Okay, so there's two sounds. Okay, because of different words. So here is a cluster of all the words that we have read, plus a few others, okay, to help us read this lesson. Okay, as before, we are going to read these words without sounding them. Okay, là count, là ngỗng, là nghiệt, là nghĩ, là ngỡ, là bớ, là mồm, là mốt, là mí, là mớ, là bóng, là bấy, là bánh, là ba, là họ, là hải, là hỏng, là hỡi, là hiện, là hiểu, là ọ, là ón, là áng, là ất, là ấy, là yếng, là á, levot, levod, levon, levia, levine, levung, levơi, leveng, luống, vốn, phế, lenghi lengớ, lemi lemớ, lebay lebany, lọ lã, lõ có, levot levon, levih levon, lekhaoស្រមោល and របាំក្បាច់បុរាណខ្មែរ Now let's read the sentences. ពេលល្ងាចមួយនារីទៅមើលល្ខោនលួងជាមួយគ្រួសារនាងនារីឃើញតួរបាំតែងខ្លួនល្អល្អះរាំលើឆាកយ៉ាងល្វត់ល្វន់នាងចង់ចេះរាំដូចគេដែរនារីគិតថានឹងសុំម្ដាយរៀនឲ្យចេះរាំរបាំខ្មែរបុរាណដ៏ល្បីល្បាញលើពិភពលោកនេះ Now let's go over the definition. Lekhaun is a drama, a theatrical performance, floor show, or stage show. Legong means to be ignorant, to be stupid, to be uneducated, foolish, silly, to be uninformed about, to be ignorant of something, or to be not to know how to do something. Langiya means evening or late afternoon, usually around 5 to 6 p.m., but occasionally later. Lepo is a pumpkin. Okay, so here is lepo. Lemom means to be small, to be trivial, or average. Lemot is a sapodilla, which is a sweet brownish fruit resembling a plum. Okay, here's a picture of lemot. Lemong means to test, to try, to attempt, to endeavor, to experiment, to put someone or something to the test or to experience. Labah is a stanza, which is an arrangement of a certain number of lines, usually 4 or more, sometimes having a fixed length, meter, or rhyme schemes, forming a division of a poem, or acting of giving something away, or act of quitting a job or other activity. Laha, okay, laha is a word that's used for speaking, but the actual or the correct way of writing or speaking is roha. Okay, it's ro ha gop and top moy. Okay, means to be fresh and delicious, of tender or young leafy plants, or young and tender. Okay, of woman young and desirable, young and still growing. Lahaj, also used for speaking. Okay, the correct way of spelling or saying is rohaj. Okay, ro ha jaw here. Okay, which means to be distributed over a limitless area, especially of a wide expanse of water. Okay, widespread, completely filling, or to be disrespectful or lack good manners, or to be flirty. Okay. Lahang means papaya. Here's a picture of a papaya. Lahai is also used for speaking. Okay, the correct way of saying is rohai, or writing here is rohai, ro ha and yo. Okay, which means to be cool, fresh, refreshing, or refreshed. Lahir, once again, is used for speaking. The correct saying is trosia. Okay, which is inside this parenthesis here, which means of a breeze gently blowing. Laheu means to be very tall, huge, to be empty, deserted, desolate of an area. La'ak means to be cloudy, muddy, murky of water, or blur of sights or thoughts, disturbed, confused, muddled, or worried. La'ong is a dust, powder, or to be the fairest or most beautiful of women. La'ang is a natural rock well or water-filled crater. La'at means to be fine, to be intricate, to be detailed, tiny, trivial, subtle, to be serious, to be grave, to be stingy, to be smooth, to be slick, or of words to be sweet or pleasant. La'ai is a kind of small round basket. Okay, so here is a picture of la'ai. La'iyang means to be inclined, to be sloping, to be slanted, partial, biased, divergent, or different. La'ah means to be clear, to be understandable, bright, lucid, clean, flawless, clearly spaced, or to clear, example, the throat. Levot means to be very tender, to be very delicate, immature, still very young, soft, or pliant. Levon means to be graceful, to be supple, or flexible. Levia is a fig, and here's a picture of a fig. Levine means to be bitter, as a bitter melon, or to be fed up with, or sick and tired of. Levung means to be wide, to be spacious, to be vast, or roomy. Levoi means to be reluctant, to be unhurried, to be painfully slow, or to be weak, feeble, sickly, or of sounds to be quiet, low, or soft. Levang is a bay, which is a space in the building between two rows of columns. Compartment, section, partition of section of a room, apartment, row house, or for houses and building. Luong means king, His Highness of the King, or Her Highness of the Queen. Vong is a herd or pack of animals, a flock of birds, a school of fish, crowd or group. Cafe means coffee. Lagi ngơ means to be hopelessly stupid or imbecilous. Lami lamo means to be half awake, to be dazed, bewildered, to be stupefied, as when one first awakes. Labay labang means to be renowned, to be famous, to be well known, or to be popular. La'ah means perfectly good, beautiful, to be good looking, or nice looking. La'ak means dissension, especially among family members, or strong disagreement, or a contention or quarrel or discord. Levilavon means to be graceful, to be supple, to be willowy. Lakhan Sarmal is a Khmer shadow theater. Okay, here's a picture of Lakhan Sarmal. Robam Kmat Moran is a Khmer classical dance. Here is an example of Rambam Khmer ក្បាច់បុរាណ Okay. ពេលល្ងាចមួយនារីទៅមើលល្ខោនលួងជាមួយគ្រួសារនាង means one evening Neri goes to see a royal theater with her family. នារីឃើញតួរបាំតែងខ្លួនល្អល្អះរាំលើឆាកយ៉ាងល្វត់ល្វន់ means Neri sees the beautifully dressed dancers dancing gracefully on stage. នាងចង់ចេះរាំដូចគេដែរ means she wants to know how to dance like these dancers too. នារីគិតថានឹងសុំម្ដាយរៀនឲ្យចេះរាំរបាំខ្មែរបុរាណដ៏ល្បីល្បាញលើពិភពលោកនេះ means Neri thinks of asking her mother to learn how to dance this worldly renowned Khmer classical dance. This lesson is on page 70. 70 in Khmer we say 70. Okay. Now please take a piece of paper and a pencil and learn how to write some of the words from lesson 66. Okay? Okay. Let's write Lakan. Lo. Lo chừng khó là khó. Khó áo là khảo. Là khảo nó là khảo. Okay. Let's write là ngô. Lo. Lo chừng ngô. Là ngô. Write là nghiệt. Lo chừng ngô là ngô. Là ngô ý là nghĩa. Là nghĩa cho. Là nghĩa. Write là bơ. Lo chừng bó. Lo chừng bó là bó. Bó sra áo, but because it's a second series, sra áo change the sound to sra áo, okay? Lo chừng bó là áo là bờ. Write là mom. Lo chừng mó. Lo chừng mó là mó. Là mò mó là mom. Okay? Write là mất. Lo chừng mó. Okay, so lo chừng mó là mó. Là mó út là mũ. Mũ tó là mụn. Okay. Write là ba. Lo chừng bó. Lo chừng bó là bó. Là bó á. Là ba. Okay. Write là bày là bánh. Lo chừng bó. Lo chừng bó là bó. Bó ấy. Là bấy. Lo chừng bó. Là bó á là bá. Là bà nhớ. Là bà. Là bấy là bài. Write là hông. Lo chừng hó. Lo chừng hó là hó. Là hó là hó. Là hó ngó là hồng. Right. Là here. Lo. Lo chừng ho. Là ho ear. Ho ear là here. Là here có. Là here. Okay. Let's write that late though. Okay, the one that we use to repeat words or phrases. Okay, so late though is written this way. It's almost number 2. Like that. Okay, là here, là here. Right, là hai. Lo. Lo chừng ho. Là ho á. Là hở. Là hờ, nhớ là hời. Okay. Right, là o là á. Lo chừng ó. Lo chừng ó là ó. Là á. Lo chừng ó là ó. Lo á là á. Là ó là á. Right, là ó. Cò. Lo chừng ó. Là ó. The ink's kind of too thick. Ó có là ó. Tóc mới là ó. And then cò. Cò would be just 2 gauls. Okay? Có and cò. Okay, and we have ro here, which is silent. Okay. Now write levot levon. Lo. Lo chừng vô. Levo to. Levot. Levon. Lo. Chừng vô. Levo. Levono. Levon tóc mới. Levon. Levot levon. Right, luong. Ho, which is silent. Chừng lo. Lo là úa lúa. Luong luong. Okay. Right, cà phê, which is the final word. Okay. Cà phê có á. Cá phê. So we have this ha here. Chừng vô. Answer A. Phê. Cà phê. Okay. So for your assignment, please read and write each one of these words 5 times. Okay. Alright, so now let's review our lesson 66. Lesson 66 in Khmer, we say Meren ti học sa pramoy. It's on page 70. Page 70 in Khmer, we say Tumpo ti chetsup. Okay. In this lesson, we have learned the last set of consonant clusters, which in Khmer we say Pshunjinep Sam. Okay. On this page, we are going to read the clusters, the words, the sentences, and the phrase without sounding them. Okay? La kha, la ngo, la po, la mo, la ba, la ha, la a, la vo, lo, vo or fo. Okay? La count, la ngo, ល្ងាច ល្ពៅ ល្មម ល្មុត ល្បះ ល្បីល្បាញ ល្ហុង លហៀលហៀក ល្ហើយ ល្អល្អះ ល្អក់កក ល្វត់ល្វន់ លួង កាហ្វេ ពេលល្ងាចមួយ នារីទៅមើលល្ខោនលួងជាមួយគ្រួសារនាង នារីឃើញតួរបាំតែងខ្លួនល្អល្អះរាំលើឆាកយ៉ាងល្វត់ល្វន់ នាងចង់ចេះរាំដូចគេដែរ នារីគិតថានឹងសុំម្ដាយរៀនឲ្យចេះរាំរបាំខ្មែរបុរាណដ៏ល្បីល្បាញលើពិភពលោកនេះ This first picture is read ល្ខោនស្រមោល and the last picture is read របាំក្បាច់បុរាណខ្មែរ We have now finished lesson 66. I'm Alai. For more info or feedback, please visit Cameroon School of San Francisco. Thanks.